Okay, first on say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Bashim Gakadash. Get the bond say us possible teacher great meals on from learning the truth. Now say Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. And I'm just gonna this is gonna be centered around the fact that the mark of the beast, motb, I was just watching the other Apostle Har's video going and on IUIC talking about how the motb is sin. And a thought actually popped in my mind of how if the MOTB is sin, and this is something the brothers have been talking about. Logically speaking, it doesn't make sense for the MOTB to be sin, because if it's sin, then we're all fucked, right? And I'm gonna read this. We're all fucked. And when you go into prophecy, the Lord talks about how He's gonna save a remnant of His people. But and what this Romans 3 and no, once again, when you go into the scripture, this is a part of that process of elimination, right? Because when you go to Revelation 13:16, it talks about how you're going to have to, the mark is something that's going to be required in order for you to buy and sell, and everybody is going to be required to take it in order to buy or sell. And it's going to be implanted in your hand or in your forehead, which is like, it's not literally going to be in your hand or on your forehead. It's like just representative of you getting something implanted into your body. But where was I? Romans 3:23. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yahweh. Everybody from Adam, everybody except Yahweh Shai, when he was actually walked the earth. But aside from Yahweh Shai, everybody from Adam unto us to this very day have sinned and come short of the glory of God. Even Yahweh Shai, he went through what he went through, not only because he was meant to reconcile our people back to the Lord, but also because of his sins in his past life. And he himself said there's not one person that's good, only God. Because technically Yahweh Shai and other incarnations did sin. But they're saying the MOTB is sin. Everybody technically has the MOTB. And I'm going to go back to Revelation 14, because what does it say about those that take the MOTB? Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb, which is going into the nuclear missiles. And what? When you go into prophecy, the Lord talks about how he's going to save a remnant of his people. You can't do that. He's not going to do that to those that have the MOTB. So once again, logically, everybody has come short in the glory. And when you go into the word sin, if I'm not mistaken, one brother brought out, and you go into it, the word sin literally means to miss the mark. It came short of the glory of how he missed the mark of of upholding the laws. So that's technically them, everybody. And nobody would be saved, but the Lord talked about how he would save a remnant. This is Revelation 13:16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, and no man might buy or sell. So once again, this mark is required to buy and to sell. Save he that had the mark. It says rich and poor, free and bond. Everybody is going to have to receive something in order to buy or to sell. And the MOTB is an end time prophecy. You know it, and once again, sin is something that's always been around in the earth, but the MOTB hasn't. No, you going to what was it? It's another. What was it? Is it 12? Goes to the 144,000. So Revelation 11:4. But what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men, which literal isn't 7,000. Word number seven is a representative of completion. You know, a complete number of men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so, at the present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And election goes into the word, chosen. Chosen for what? Chosen for salvation. Predestinated, destinated, destined. I think that's the correct way to say a word, for salvation. To not take part in those, in that wrath of Yahweh Shemashah, which are the missiles. But what if everybody has the MOTB? And if the MOTB is sin, then nobody can be saved. But the prophecies talk about how the Lord has men that aren't going to take it. Men that aren't going to bend the knee. This is second Esdras 9:21. And I saw and spared it greatly, and kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people. Once I know I keep reiterating the point, but that's very interesting. How if everybody has sin, and the prophecies talk about how the Lord is going to save a remnant, you have a conflict there. Something's off. Something's not right. And mind you, people like the Elder Pastor Hart makes sure how a lot of the niggas in IUIC are just a bunch of fucking zombies. Because these are like basic basic questions that would pop up in your head. This doesn't make sense. It seems like a conflict here, and often the fact that they're changing up their shit. But this is just another example, another piece of proof of them proving that they're not the prophets of the Lord. Because once again, logically, that shit makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Let me see here. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Hope was edifying, so y'all praises, glory, and honor, Yahweh, Bashim, Ashab, Bashim, Gafadash. And Dawan to elders, possible teacher, great middle, son, probably shoot, Shawan to hopefully is an instruction battle on Great America.